Hey there, future cybersecurity experts. Welcome back to Cybersecurity Training Expert. In this video, we're diving into the key concepts you must know to pass the Security Plus exam with confidence. Security Plus covers a lot of ground, but some topics are more critical than others. Today, I'll break down the most important concepts, like threat types, risk management, and cryptography, and explain them in simple, straightforward terms. Grab your notebook, because this is going to be packed with tips to make those tricky topics feel much easier. Let's get started. Why these key concepts matter. The Security Plus exam tests not only your theoretical knowledge, but also your ability to apply key cybersecurity principles in real-world scenarios. Understanding these core concepts isn't just about passing the exam, it's about building a strong foundation for your cybersecurity career. Let's break them down one by one. Threat types and attack vectors. The first domain of the Security Plus exam, threats, attacks, and vulnerabilities, makes up about 24% of the test. Here are the must-know concepts. Malware. Know the different types: viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, and spyware. Simplified. Tip. Think of malware as unwanted software that sneaks onto your system and causes harm. For example, ransomware encrypts your files and demands payment to restore access. Social engineering. This includes phishing, pretexting, and tailgating. Simplified tip. Social engineering is about tricking people into giving up sensitive information. If someone calls pretending to be IT support and asks for your password, that's social engineering. Attack vectors. Understand how attackers exploit vulnerabilities, like through email phishing, USB drops, or unpatched software. Pro tip. Use acronyms or mnemonic devices to memorize threat types and their characteristics. Risk management basics. Risk management is a key concept in governance, risk, and compliance. Here's what you need to know. Risk identification. Understand the potential threats and vulnerabilities in a system. Risk assessment. Learn how to prioritize risks based on their likelihood and impact. Example. A phishing attack is high likelihood but low impact if your email filters catch it. Risk mitigation. Focus on how to reduce risks through controls like firewalls, encryption, and employee training. Simplified tip. Think of risk management like driving, identifying risks, bad weather, assessing their impact, visibility, and taking action, slowing down or using headlights. Cryptography essentials. Cryptography is one of the most technical parts of the exam, but don't worry. I'll make it simple. Encryption types. Symmetric encryption. Uses the same key for encrypting and decrypting data. Think of it like a shared secret. Asymmetric encryption. Uses a public and private key pair. This is like a mailbox. Anyone can drop a letter, public key, but only you can open it, private key. Hashing. This creates a unique fingerprint for data. It's commonly used for verifying file integrity. Simplified tip. Hashing is like sealing an envelope with a wax stamp. If the stamp is broken, you know the message has been tampered with. Cryptographic protocols. Know protocols like SSL/TLS, which secure web traffic, and WPA2 for wireless security. Access control and authentication. Security Plus also tests your understanding of access control. Here are the highlights. Authentication types. Something you know, password, something you have, security token, and something you are, fingerprint. Pro tip. Multi-factor authentication combines two or more of these types for extra security. Access control models, DAC, discretionary access control. Users control their own data permissions. MAC, mandatory access control. Access is determined by policies and classifications. RBAC, role-based access control. Permissions are assigned based on roles. Simplified tip. Think of access control like keys to a building. Who gets access depends on their role and level of clearance. Network security fundamentals. Another critical area is network security. Here are the must-know concepts. Firewalls. These act as the gatekeepers of your network, blocking unauthorized access while allowing legitimate traffic. VPNs. Virtual private networks encrypt your internet connection, making it more secure, especially on public Wi-Fi. Secure protocols. Know when to use protocols like HTTPS, FTPS, and SSH for secure communications. Security operations and incident response. Operations and incident response is all about what happens when a security event occurs. Incident response steps: preparation, identification, containment, eradication, recovery lessons, learned simplified. Tip: think of this process like a fire drill. Identify the fire, contain it, put it out, and then learn how to prevent it next time. SIEM tools. These are used to collect and analyze logs for detecting anomalies or breaches. How to simplify complex concepts. Here are some tips to simplify and remember these concepts. Use flashcards. Write down acronyms and definitions to reinforce memory. Create mind maps. Visualize how concepts like encryption, protocols, and attacks connect. Leverage mnemonics. For example, use CIA to remember the security triad: confidentiality, integrity, availability. Pro tip: don't just memorize, understand how these concepts apply to real-world scenarios. That's what the Security Plus exam is all about. And there you have it, key concepts you must know to succeed in the Security Plus exam. Understanding these fundamentals will not only help you pass the test, but also build a strong foundation for your cybersecurity career. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to Cybersecurity Training Expert for more in-depth guides and exam tips. Got questions about any of these concepts? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's get you certified.